Well, some would argue this is the deepest division in the UFC right now, 145 pounds, a lot of killers at the top. This man has emerged out of the pack and gets his much-deserved title shot here tonight.
From the moment he got to the UFC, he told us we were viewing someone that could make an impact, a future champion that will remind us of the great featherweight champs Max Holloway, Jose Aldo Jr. He said, I am special. I will be a champion one day. Tonight, he gets the opportunity. Let's see if he can cash in.
Now, it appeared as though the weight cut was a little bit difficult. He did not want to hear that noise, but that is behind him, and we'll see how it goes for him here on Saturday night. So you got Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning. You got Daniel Cormier, the two-division UFC champion. But now Dustin Poirier, on the strength of a UFC interim lightweight title, has a key to the city of Lafayette. And he will try to add to his significant legacy in this spot here tonight.
The king of Lafayette, Dustin Poirier. He loves that city, and he embodies everything that the city stands for.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's durable. He's a guy that is looking for a fight. And in the fight with Max Holloway to win the title, you saw that he's willing to go through anything to accomplish his goals. A truly special athlete is Dustin Poirier.
And it's amazing to think where he was after that knockout loss to Michael Johnson in a main event in Hidalgo, Texas in 2016. He refocused, rededicated himself, and was able to produce a UFC title. All eyes on Dustin Poirier as he gets back on the famed canvas here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Makwan Mr. Finland Amirkhani. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Dustin Poirier. He has had so many signature wins. He is after another one here tonight and told us in our fighter meeting believes he has the striking advantage here tonight. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch.
Way to test the chin there. Landed a beautiful combination to the head.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Watch the former interim lightweight champ Dustin Poirier in a good striking flow here tonight, DC. That left hand nearly put his opponent out.
Nearly puts him out. You can't take many of them. Dustin's so big and physically strong for 155. I can't believe he used to fight at featherweight. He looks like he could never have made that weight. He's found his... Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, he's got it locked in. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
Oh, into the mount.
Well, good dexterity and movement.
Oh, he got to a spot.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do. Oh, right into mount.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
His work, I'm gonna stand this up.
Making all these shots count. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. He needs
Fighter
to
better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night that one and you're right on.
We might get a stoppage here soon.
Now we're going. Oh, big right hand. Big right hook there by the champ.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Poirier. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position.
Now he's going full mount. Changing the position.
Amirkhani's right back to the full mount.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. This is where he wants to be.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Amirkhani's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
massive shot that he's landed. Great job.
Final seconds here of round two. Amirkhani's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. All right, right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, back to the stools for 60 seconds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including what we believe is the strike that caused the cut on his nose.
Yeah, beautiful strike that lands, causes this cut, opens him up on the bridge of the nose. It's not a bad cut, but if he continues to go forward, his opponent is a sniper, and he's going to keep hitting him in that same spot. Move your head. Really choose the times in which you're going to advance to try to get to this guy. You got to be careful, though, because he is so good at picking his shots.
And, of course, it's hard. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Ooh, big shot lands. Great timing on that double leg.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
You see him put himself into the half guard. Likes the control, yep. Nice transition.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. In the half guard.
Poirier's back into full guard. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Makwan Amirkhani. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ooh, it's tight.
No, he's not going to tap. It's tight, but not tight enough to finish him. Yep. Jeez Louise, he's tough.
Poirier's head is out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Amirkhani.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Final seconds of round 3. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Don't worry about it. You're too uptight. Start picking your moves. Start picking your shots. Hey, this guy's a good...
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight schedule for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. You heard him bad.
Oh! Big left hand lands upstairs. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter.
Connections right under the gut. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot.
Back to the feet now. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a flying knee to the head.
Oh, another one. It's been a crazy fight. Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tough. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Beautiful transition.
Right into side control. Seconds to go now. Poirier's got a bruise now, starting to appear on the right side of his body. Close guard. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create.
Ooh, going for a leg lock. Heel hook looks tight. The horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so what a round it was for him. Multiple knockdowns. When we sat down with him on Thursday, he said, when I touch guys in this division, they go down, and he proved prophetic. That's exactly what happened in the previous round.
The guy has lightning in his hands. Every time he is landing, he is putting his opponent on his butt over and over, knocking him down. He has not found the finish, but he needs to stay patient, find the perfect shot, hit him with that kill shot. You get that kill shot off, and there will be no more getting up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Looking to establish the champion.
He's in a lot of trouble now. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Poirier gets up. He is back on the feet here. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. And now some separation.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Trying the flying knee there.
Oh! He hurt him real bad. He's waiting for the hook here to stop it, and he will. Wow!
What a fight! So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
We sent it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 20 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and still champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, so another highlight for the reel for Dustin Poirier, your winner tonight in a very competitive matchup, I might add, by TKO.
It was competitive until it wasn't. You know, the guy is one of those guys that can